here making our way through Highway 88, the Apache Trail.
I was just going to ask you, it is Highway 88, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful view.
It is. This is just
nice.
Great drive.
It is. It's pretty.
That's one of the reasons. That's the first reason why I actually love driving to Tortilla Flats.
I agree. I like the view, but I like the switchback roads, like the scenic drive where you're switching back.
Yes.
And around the mountains.
That is nice.
Yeah, it's different and it's pretty.
It is. All the red rock and it's just...
The cactuses.
Yep. And this is definitely, for anyone who's riding a motorcycle, this is definitely an amazing, amazing ride.
Oh, it would be nice.
Very technical.
Actually, you know what? On a good day, it'd be nice to have the roof off on the Jeep too, going through here.
Yeah, well, now that it's gotten warmer, we could probably do that.
We could.
Probably in the next week or two.
Yeah, we probably
Because it's actually getting
could.
really warm.
Well, I think this weekend it's supposed to be 81.
Yeah.
On
nice.
Saturday, Sunday, I believe. So it's going to be warm.
Yeah. So one thing that is really neat about driving along here is there's plenty of really nice lookouts.
Yes, that's true. They have little pull-offs where you can pull over, and some of them they actually have a sign that said scenic view.
Yes.
And then off to the side.
Off to the side, you can actually get a really nice view, looking, into a valley that looks right down into Mesa, and then just other ones that are just really nice, picturesque.
Well, there's also pull-offs and there's hiking trails.
Yes.
Right. That's another nice reason to. There's lots of really nice hiking trails in here that you wouldn't even realize. And there's off-roading.
There's some. Well, we did some off-roading.
Yeah, that's right. We did. Yeah, a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Next year. Well, we are almost at our first stop, but it's the second reason why we love driving to Tortilla Flats. So we will see you guys at our first stop. Who knew the impact of an ancient migratory route through the superstitious mountains used by the cliff-dwelling Salado Indians in 900 AD would result in the birth, growth, and development of what would become Phoenix, the fifth largest city in the United States today. Welcome to the Apache Trail. The Apache Trail in Arizona was a stagecoach trail that ran through the superstitious mountains. It was named the Apache Trail after the Apache Indians, who also used this trail to move through the superstitious mountains. The birth of the trail was for farmers who began to settle in what is now Phoenix. We have created links in the section below if you wish to know more about the Apache Trail's history. But here's a quick synopsis of the events leading up to its creation. Farmers realized their need for a consistent flow of water for the development of their crops. It is said that the farmers band together and petitioned Congress for aid to build a dam on the Salt River.
In 1902, President Theodore Roosevelt signed the National Reclamation Act that provided federal loans for the construction of massive dams in the western United States. Local farmers actually pledged their land as collateral for these loans, and they began to make plans for the creation of a dam to be located at the junction of the Salt River and Tonto Creek. Now they need an access road to this location.
The Apache Trail began its humble beginnings as a wagon haul road for the transportation of men, equipment, and supplies from the town site of Mesa to the proposed construction site of the Tonto Dam. Construction of the 62-mile haul road began in August of 1903.
The Tonto Dam was completed in 1911 and was renamed the Roosevelt Dam after President Teddy Roosevelt. A approximately 1,600 people and a contingent of 30 Apache Indian laborers watched as the president pressed the button, releasing the reservoir's waters for the first time.
Little known fact that some of the first waters to spill out of the dam was captured in a bottle. In 1915, that bottle was carried by an Arizona delegation that included Governor George Hunt and a 13-year-old girl, Esther Ross from Prescott, to the Brooklyn Naval Yard in New York City. The bottle was wrapped in a copper mesh that was provided by 2 copper mining companies in Arizona, and that first spillings of water was used to christen the most powerful battleship of its time, the USS Arizona. So here's a little tidbit of information. The water bottle used for the christening of the USS Arizona was not your standard christening bottle used back in the day. Arizona had passed Prohibition in 1915, 5 years before it became federal law, and many temperate Arizonians took a dim view to using champagne to christen a ship, despite tradition. However, Navy men pointed out that christening a ship with water was an ill omen, so a compromise was struck and both water and wine were used. So, for the christening ceremony, it was filled with water from the Roosevelt Dam in Arizona and wine. We have a photo of both bottles together.
The Apache Trail is one of the most famous and scenic drives in Arizona and is now an established historic route. Its 47-mile length begins at Apache Junction and winds past the Superstition Mountains through Tonto National Forest with views of lakes, cliff dwellings, and many other points of interest along the way. Teddy Roosevelt played an incremental role in the development and preservation of the Apache Trail. He once described it as one of the most spectacular, best worth seeing sights in the world. As of this episode, the Apache Trail is closed from Fish Hill Creek north to Apache Lake.
This closure was a two-punch effect from Mother Nature. On June 8, 2019, the Woodbury Fire started and claimed 123,832 acres of Superstition Mountains. The Apache Trail was used as a fire break to prevent the fire from moving further north. Then, to further complicate matters, a little more than 3 months later, on September 23, 2019, Tropical Storm Lorena dropped 6 inches of rain in a matter of hours, washing out culverts, eroding away dirt so easily now that there was no vegetation to hold it in place, and caused a major rock slide, which decimated a large section of Route 88, the Apache Trail. Now there is construction work being done from Roosevelt Dam through Route 88, which is a dirt road to Apache Lake. As mentioned earlier, we have provided links with more information and also a link to Save the Apache Trail for you to read.
Hey, we're here now at our first stop, which is our second reason why we like to come to Tortilla Flat. It is the Canyon Vista Lookout. Great place, viewpoint over Canyon Lake, especially during sunset time frame. As a matter of fact, this drive coming back from Tortilla Flat during sunset time is beautiful. But here behind me is the Canyon Vista Lookout. Take a look.
Big bad storm is rolling.
reason why we love going to
Tortilla Flats.
exactly.
Yeah.
Great picnic area down here. Karen and I have come down here and we've had a few picnics down here. And just being by the water is
It's nice.
it's nice. It really is.
A lot of different ducks, American coots.
Yep. We actually did some bird photography down here.
Yes, that's right. I got some close-ups of one of the American coots just cleaning himself on one of the rocks. They have such a distinctive sound too.
And their feet are pretty bizarre.
Oh, their feet are amazing. They're like webbed green, yellow. Like it's just very different feet compared to other Well, we thought we'd share that spot with everyone that we've picnicked at before, and one of our reasons why we like coming here.
Yeah, definitely a great little place, and they've got barbecue set up there, which is absolutely, it's great because you can actually come, bring your own stuff, have a barbecue,
go for a
sit
swim
by the water, go for a swim. Really, really nice. And I mean, you can't beat the backdrop.
Oh, for sure. Most definitely. Another reason why we like coming to the Tortilla Flat and actually stopping here at Canyon Lake, because they actually have the Dolly Steamboat. Goes out, I think 2 or 3 times a day, and we took it at the end of November. And we actually did the
night tour.
Right, the astronomy night tour and dinner.
Yes.
And yeah, that was really neat.
That was a lot of fun, and we actually ended up, well, we didn't find it, but one of the hostesses on the boat actually saw mountain goats.
Oh yeah, the long...
Are they mountain goats or is it sheep?
No, you're right, mountain goats, because they have the big horns, the big horned sheep.
Big horned sheep, so it is sheep, yes.
Yeah, and without her finding them with binoculars, they blend right into the side of the mountain, because they're right on cliffs.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Dolly Steamboat, definitely a neat thing to do while you come. If you ever visit Canyon Lake, highly recommend doing definitely the night tour, because the food was really good too.
The food was actually very good.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, it was very good.
Yeah.